Hello, chat room. Hello, everyone. Sweets, hello. Haggy, hello. Two chatters. Hello to the non-chatters. Hello to the people not in my stream. Alright, that covers everyone in the world now. People here and not here. Happy Wednesday. No lie. This is the smallest disclaimer. I'm tilted from work still, and I like trying to calm down, but I might. There's the disclaimer. There's no more need to go into it other than that. Uh, I need to grow up a little bit, but I would it's not all my fault either. But I'm biased. Let's play some Minecraft because I got a new plan today. Because getting the ghast almost worked out last time. Can we listen to the Advent cover before? Yeah, sure. It's a good thing I didn't decide to. I was debating if I should only listen to the lo-fi music today and then put the audio track on the VOD, but I decided not to do that in case we wanted to listen to something else, and it's already happening. So it's so good. I haven't watched Fist of the North Star. I can cut the intro. I If I can avoid having to edit a video or a VOD, then I will. Not even just because not it used to be because it would take me a physical long amount of time to like go in and chop it and stuff. Now I can actually do that where I feel like fast enough. But it's the saving the video file, the like 6 hour video file on my computer, and my computer's like, okay, but like I can't do anything else while I'm doing this. It's like fuck. But all I did was cut out like 2 words. It's like that doesn't matter. We gotta save the whole thing. I'm like, yeah, son of a bitch, man. Like the one time in Elden Ring where I doxed my name. I cut that out. Haha, I cut it out. I swear you can't even tell that I cut out a few words from my sentence. All right. But yeah, I haven't watched Fist of the North Star, so I don't have any. There's no rising spirit of emotion within me when I listen to the cover, but we can definitely listen to it. We'll listen to it. Um, give me one second to put Minecraft on. We'll start fishing, and then we'll listen to it while we fish. You also haven't watched it? Oh, I see. The song just hits hard. I see. That in one way, you're even more of a fan. You're just a different kind of fan. A true music fan, song fan here. I don't know if we're set to Minecraft already or if this is going to be a blank screen. Okay, cool. Let's play oh yeah, the Lone Wanderer seed. Cool. Sound on. And yeah, I'm just gonna set up like a little. Where are we? Oh yeah, little dirt thing. Oh, I don't have any items. I wonder where my items went, guys. Last time in Minecraft. Let me see. You was watching Doobie stream and she asked if the ghast was in the game yet, and chat said no. Hmm. Okay, well then, you know what? Let's look. I'm gonna go to the Minecraft launcher, right? That surely has the answer. Unless it's not gonna let me look at the launcher when I'm in the game. Okay, it's not. One moment. Also, we'll play the song now. Yeah! Epic paused Minecraft. Anytime I make myself look at the camera and duck like this, I think of every Minecrafter YouTuber that's in existence. I can't bounce along to the song. I don't know how it goes. It is pretty good. Ba-da-da, ba-da-ba-da-ba. Um, yeah, chat was right. Now see, I was about to say chat's always right, but chat was also the one that told me that baby ghasts were in the game already. They're not in the game. They will be out in the summertime. Feels really bad, man. That's okay. Shake it off. At least we didn't spend time looking for them. We can find a mule today. Ow. Still have to beat the dragon? I'll never beat the dragon. This is this is Watame and Subaru's new song. It's another one of those devil's asshole caves. Oh, it's not very deep. Never mind. Why am I getting... Well, I guess you always need some wood, right? Well, chat, how's everyone's week? I hope everyone survived April Fool's Day. Didn't get pranked, did ya? Any epic pranks? You hate April Fools? I used to really like April Fools. I used to wake up excited for April Fools. I never did anything too crazy. I don't think my parents wouldn't have been able to handle it. I really broke out the big pranks. All right, let's let me go back to some calmer music so I can think for a second. Because what we need to do is I want to find a mule. I want to put a chest on the mule because you can do that, and I think that that's really cool. And I feel like you see people do that often in Minecraft. And I want to get some bundles, and basically I want to live like a nomadic life with my mule and only go around with what we can carry in his chests and bundles. Also, we're gonna fish today. Also, we're gonna talk about the Nintendo Direct. I didn't watch it. I feel like that was a mistake. I just need one of those Giga chests. I will probably never have an Ender chest. I mean a Shulker box. I realized, yeah, like RimWorld, my enjoyment in Minecraft comes from the beginning. But it would be fun to have one. I kind of want one, like once, you know? But you have to beat the dragon to do that. Oh boy. No thanks. See you later. You gotta beat the dragon to do that. Chickens! Alright, let's bring some chickens back. They're already right here. Minecraft, period. Minecraft question mark, Minecraft, period. Welcome, Gito. Glad to see you. We found out that we were trying to find some baby ghasts last stream. Found out that they're not out yet. So we are instead now just chilling. And I'm just gonna start getting a little base set up, I guess. You started watching an anime this weekend. It's an isekai about a guy that can buy stuff online. That's cool. Like from the real world. That sounds awesome. That's definitely one that I would watch. What's it called? And what's the tone? Is it like a comedy or is it like actually like serious? You know, you like is he actually going to get into some impressive stuff or is it like I don't know. I don't even know. Come along, Mr. Chicken and Mrs. Chicken and their child, Chicken Jr. It's 50-50, you'd say? That sounds cool though. Well, what was the name of it? Have you guys ever heard of Eden of the East? Which I believe was a show and a movie? I'm just gonna hurry up and go to sleep, and then I'll just get the chickens later. That way a bunch of enemies don't spawn. The name is The Daily Life of a Middle-Aged Online Shopper in Another World. Alright. Okay. Come on now. Well, with a name like that, I gotta be in. When are we gonna get... Now wait, there was actually there was something that like happened like this where I was like, I wonder what the longest named anime is. And there was an anime that was basically made specifically to have like a really long name. I don't remember its name now. I would have no chance of ever remembering its name now that I think about it, but yeah. Also, I guess I'm just gonna leave the chickens in there for right now. Well, we don't really have to live by this portal anymore. The village is back that way. I'm kind of more concerned about getting a mule. But we need to get at least some stone tools and also some iron. Let's go to our little stone quarry that we started. Um, but Eden of the East was a really cool show where they it was like a group of people were given a phone that had like I forget how much, like a lot of money on it, right? Like an unfathomable amount of money, and they were just given instructions on. They were like told to change the world, and they all have different definitions of what how they feel the world should be, but it's really cool because they just buy they like they use the phone to buy stuff like crazy stuff. I can't remember much about it now, but that's what that reminds me of. We'll have to come back and fill in this quarry sometime. We're being very environmentally friendly in this playthrough. I'm already wondering, like, how can I make this look cooler, like a real quarry, but I have no, I don't know. I don't know. I was also thinking, what would be nice to have like a whole big field of, well, because I was like, I want to live in like the plains, like grassy, yellowy, grassy plains, but I don't think that actually exists in Minecraft. But you know what it looks a lot like? Grassy plains, wheat fields. So like, what if I planted wheat on every tile on this hill, for example? That could look really cool, and that would take a while, but like in a good way. That's like the kind of task that I feel is fun doing. I guess this whole thing could be wheat fields, all of it. Actually, no, maybe we shouldn't limit ourselves to what's just right here. What if there's an even better area of wheat fields out there? Hmm. Okay, we got some stone. I can make some more stone tools. And then, can you, what's like the lowest level of armor? Leather armor? But then it's iron, and then gold, and then diamond? Or maybe not. Maybe it's like leather, gold, then iron, then diamond. Basically, there's no wood armor. So I'm screwed, I guess. I just don't have any armor still for right now. I can make a leather cap. You know what? I am going to make some leather boots, though. Because we might need those to walk on the snow. I saw the Nintendo. Oh, yeah, right. There's lots of times I was looking at my Pokemon VOD a little bit. There's so much. There's a lot of stuff that I start talking about, guys, and I just don't finish talking about it. I don't, maybe I'm not good at this streaming thing, but yeah, I already was like, oh, did you guys see the Nintendo thing? And then we started talking about something else. But I didn't watch it. Yeah, I said I felt like it was a mistake that I decided to not watch that one, I was like, ah, fuck, wait, there's like a lot of stuff that happened. What the hell? The classic ADHD streamer? No, don't say that. Don't say that. Oh god. I've seen what I feel like is very intense ADHD, ADD in my one of my roommates. And oh my gosh, I hope that I don't act like that. That's not really because of that, but because of his personality. But I can't help but link the two things together, as he would often say that that was the reason why he would act the way he did. But if I told you the things that he did, and I have somewhat over the years, you would understand that. Listen to how worked up I'm getting about it already. It's like okay, calm down. First of all, pause, because there's lots of cows here. What do you need to get cows to follow you? Wheat? Is it wheat or seeds? Not seeds. I think it's wheat. We need cows. Let me go plant this wheat. I'm pretty normal. I'm pretty normal. Good. Great. That's perfect. Pretty normal for a streamer. So, you know, already like very much less normal than most. Everyone loses their train of thought sometimes. Oh, well, you know, we're just joking around. I was getting worked up more because I have unresolved feelings towards my roommate, not because I hate people with ADHD. Grr. If you have ADHD, grr. There was one time though he was like, you know, I think you probably have it too, and I was like, let's just not talk about that. I don't need a diagnosis from you. Where should we plant our? Oops. Where should we plant our wheat? You know what? Why don't we start planting it on the hill a little? No, because I actually need this wheat to farm stuff with. I think I saw in the Hololive Minecrafts. Okay, wait. We will talk about the Nintendo thing right after this. See, I didn't forget. I'm getting better. Boom. But I saw in Hololive Minecraft's server that I guess you can use water to break grass, but you can also use it to like break wheat. So you could like in theory make like a water rinsing kind of thing on your farm and like make it harvest all of your wheat at once, and then you make it all flow into some hoppers. And then you can even put it into auto crafter, so you could really automate farming a lot. More than I realized. I just remembered you have to have water for your farm. I don't have any water. Stop it. Whoops. You've seen that for auto food farms? It's cool. I also do just really like building farms in Minecraft though. But you know, I feel like my ultimate creation is going to be the auto cycling lava cauldron refiller machine that I made. I'm not going to make anything smarter than that. That was the ultimate in my redstoning. But okay, yeah. What are you guys excited for from the Nintendo thing? Because I don't even know all that was there. I do think it's really funny though that they were like, yeah, we got all these games coming out on the Switch too. This game, Silk Song, this game. You know, it's like wait a second. Everybody's like, stop. Like they just slid that one right in there. You know, they one of the most has to be anticipated games, right? Of the recent times, and they're just like, yeah, just squeeze it in there, in between all those other ones. You're not really that excited for anything in particular. You just get the news. I saw I saw that they were like gonna add a GameCube, not like a mode. I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll just call it a GameCube mode. They're gonna let you play GameCube games, such as Pokemon Coliseum and blah blah blah. And I was like, hey, that's sick. That's awesome. And I was like, but you know what? I bet you that they're not gonna include Chibi Robo, one of my favorite GameCube games. And I looked and they mentioned it specifically, like, yeah, and Chibi Robo's gonna be there. And I was like, you son of a bitch. And then I was like, all right, I'm in. And then I saw that the Switch 2 is gonna be what, $400? $400? Okay. So, and then you have to pay for online to get the GameCube games. Now, to be fair, you get, I'm pretty sure, like all the GameCube games, just like the Game Boy Advance store or whatever. Like you get all the Game Boy Advance games in there if you have online, right? Sure, that's an advantage, but $400 for the console, or I just use the computer I already own and get an emulator that's free and play the literal 1 or 2 games that I want and then save $400. I mean, it's at this point it's like, how can you can't, I don't know. Yeah, where's this? You gotta hit me with the Switch 2 exclusives. Wait, but there was one, right? But it was like, or no, they were like, we're putting Elden Ring on the Switch, and I'm like, there is only a specific group of people that are excited for that, right? Surely, if someone wanted Elden Ring to go, they would have gotten a Steam Deck already, and if they didn't, but they were, I don't understand. It's just so specific. It feels like. Oh yeah, and the new games are like $90. That's just, yeah, I thought it was $80. Maybe it's 80, 90. Or maybe it's just 90. Oh god. Hold on. Okay. The wheat seeds have been planted. I got 2 more in my pocket. Let's just get some more. Okay, but yeah, so like that's cool, you know, but then I'm like, wait a second though, wait a second. We need to know the quality of these GameCube ports, okay? Now, because you know, all ports aren't, they're just not made equal. We might get a shitty, basically unplayable version of, you know, Chibi Robo, for example, right? And they're not gonna fucking fix it. You know, it's just like, I don't know, man. I'm personally, I'm not convinced to get one. New Mario Kart is pretty cool. I'll give you that too, but I'm not really into Mario Kart. But you know what it does, I have seen like people that are good at the game, and I'm like, damn, kind of makes me want to try to get better at Mario Kart, because it's a higher skill ceiling than I thought. Chibi Robo, Chibi Donkey, she got a new model. Yeah, she unchibied her Donkey. And by unchibing her Donkey, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's just a funny joke that I like. Now, hold on. Let me Google. Can you put chests on horses? I think you can only put them on mules. No. You can put them on llamas, though, apparently. But we need a mule. Oh yeah, I was gonna go back to the town and see if they had a wandering trader. Because if they do, then we will try to steal his leads. Also, I need food in the game. I think I ate all my fish already. It's a slow start to a Minecraft game because I skipped straight to the nether, and now we're going backwards a little bit. I have 1 raw salmon. Might as well eat it. I got 3 eggs. I got 6 eggs. You can't actually do anything with eggs except throw them to hatch more chickens, I think, right? Hey, oh my gosh, I got 2 in a row? That's pretty good RNG. I don't know exactly, but it's pretty good. Okay, but the silk... GG's making sands from Undertale? Oh yeah, okay, I wanted to talk about that game too, because I was like, hey, wait a second. Why would I feel like I was against playing this game? And then I like read more about it, and I was like, everything seems fine. I just like don't trust. It has a vibe that I don't trust. I can't put it any other way, I guess. Whoa. Oh, that's almost a little... That's like right next to the little quarry I was digging. Well, we'll just connect that and make it look neat later. Um, so I was reading more about that game, and I was reading the different jobs that you could have. Because I was like, how silly is this game compared to Sims? Because it looks really realistic, but is it really realistic? You can still do like almost all the same things that you can in The Sims. Literally like um, normal jobs from like being a cashier at a gas station to what? Where the heck am I? Where's the village at? None of this looks familiar. To being an idol. You can be an idol in the game. You saw Shiori working. Yeah, Shiori works at the gas station or at the convenience store. A mule! Oh my gosh! Wait, how do I get him? I don't know. I think I need a saddle. No, fuck. Hurry, trap him. They look so stupid. I mean, they look wonderful. Oh no. No, 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 no. I forgot they can jump really high. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I feel like I'm doing Minecraft PvP. Okay. Oh god, he looked up at me when I was done with that. Shh, it's okay. What I want to say doesn't fit. There's a mule inside of this box, and inside of this box, it belongs to mashed potato flow. Perfect. Yes, I was like, I kind of want to play that game, maybe. And then I was like, but who would I make? You know? What would the avatar look like? Also, I gotta follow the water again. That was my plan to get back to the village, even though now I'm completely lost. I don't remember where anything's at. And then I thought, well, we could just make Moon Moon, I guess. That could be kind of funny. But then I was like, I don't know if I have the patience to sit there and sculpt Moon Moon like that. I don't want to do that. But then I was like, it would be kind of funny, though, to make him do different jobs and stuff. Wow. That's really cool in there, but I'm lost. Also, wait, this water goes to a dead end. Well, I guess I could just kill myself in Minecraft and then we would find the village because that's where the game starts us at. Or no, wait, I'd have to destroy my bed first. Nice view. It is. It's pretty cool over there. A more talented builder than I could maybe make a very cool multi-layered structure. I've always wanted to build like a ramshackly village on the cliffs with a bunch of bridges connecting everything, you know? I'm sure you guys can kind of imagine the vibe. I have no food. I'm also lost. Well, I'm kind of thrown off a little bit on the whole no gas thing. Except I'm still happy to go and get a mule and some other stuff and basically set us up to recontinue in the summertime. Wait, I just realized there were two instances of chat being able to tell me that it wasn't added yet. It was when I asked chat, but then also when Pixelcat asked the Mooncord server, they could have also said that's not even available to anyone right now. I guess they didn't know either. Also, the river's going a different way now. Now, which way do I go? We're gonna die. It's okay. I'm not mad about the ghast, honestly. It makes me I'm more glad that we found out at the beginning of the stream than later. Now there's some glowing something over there. Is it lava? Is it a torch from the village? But Chibi Robo was a really cool game. Also, it's lava. Poop. Wait, I see a torch. Oh, those are the three torches from where we went exploring. So we're heading back the right way. Oh, there's a lava pit right here. It was right there the whole time. Huh. You know, I probably should have built a path of torches. Me have Vash after 24 hours from looking for a gas. Why can't I find one? And you know for a fact I would just keep looking. Like I've noticed I have a bit of a stubborn streak at times, mainly involving when I die to something in the game. Like the dragon in Dragon's Dogma 2 or the skeleton or the Hydra in Dragon's Dogma 1. Or there was another one that when I think back to it just kind of makes me smile in an embarrassed way. Dodge. Holy shit! Dodge, dodge, dodge. I'm dodging. What the hell? What is right behind me? It's a baby one! He's still chasing me! um, I don't remember what I was talking about, but Chibi Robo is a really cool game, guys. You play as a little robot, and you're like, okay, first of all, it's like really wacky and zany. If I remember right, you are like a toy that the father bought to like help around the house. Like that's your job. You're like a little toy robot that's supposed to help around the house, I'm pretty sure. But during the daytime, the game's kind of in like two different stages, you could say. There's different areas of the house you unlock, first of all. But then the game's in different stages where there's like a nighttime and daytime. So during the daytime, I'm pretty sure that's when like the people of the house are awake and you go around and clean stuff. And then at nighttime is when you kind of explore and all of the like, there's like toys that wake up and other characters. It's really cool. That sounds familiar. It's so great. Ow! Um, it's so great. And hmm, I think I might have lost all my stuff because I don't know where I was at. I don't want to have to use coordinates, but if I, the alternative, the only other option is to start paying way more attention. I can't do that. My brain is too fried. Ow. Chibi Robo was really cool. It had like every time you took a step, it would play music notes. Like, there's all these sound effects. You had a little toothbrush that you could scrub mud and stuff with. Love that. Also, I found the path that we were on where I died at. Cool. Because the sheep ate that grass block right there. Oh god, now I can't sprint anymore though. So what I'm saying is I'm gonna die again as soon as we get back to the skeleton. Oh god, there he is. Oh, come on. I feel like an action movie star. I'm almost positive there. Oh, keep going. Just go. Maybe I should just stay in the village. No, that our village didn't even have an iron golem. I'm starting to miss my other world now. Oh, it's a cow. Moo, I'm a cow. Uh, Yesterday I watched Bibu's karaoke and I took a screenshot of a really funny comment. Hold on. I gotta I gotta find it. That was the comment. And for people that don't know what they're talking about, there's there's the stream. Bibu sang with Ina in a toilet. And that guy said, "Why is she singing in a submerged toilet with her neck only with her old man voice?" I'm gonna be like, "Your guess is as good as ours, JP chatter. We don't know, man." It's funny though. Scampity, do not look in the chat of that VOD or you will see me singing. I just wanna be part of your ski buddy, yeah. Would you hold my hand and not let go? Ski buddy. I don't know the rest from that. That Ina impression was actually very good. Now I think if there was a percent like a tracker of oh, my stuff. I found it on accident. If there was a tracker of chatters who realized that it wasn't actually Ina, I definitely wasn't within the the top 50%, but I definitely wasn't in the last, or I was definitely wasn't some of the last people to realize. But I was like, I think that what tipped me off was I was like, why is Ina saying wah so much? That was honestly the thing. And then I started paying more attention. I was like, why is Bibu dipping her head down into the toilet to speak? And I was like, oh, I get it now. Oh man. I did not know right away though. I definitely didn't. The sun's oh, okay. I didn't oh. I didn't want to make it anyway, I guess. The beginning of Minecraft is tough for me right now. But yeah, I kind of want to play that the Inzoi game. But yeah, I don't know who to make. I don't think I don't have the patience for those kinds of games. Even though I think they're really cool. No, please, Mr. Skeleton. No. Came around the tree so fast. I just got aim peeked by a skeleton super hard. Again. Dude, this is awful. I want off this Minecraft ride. Bro. Maybe I should have just taken a boat. It's not looking good for us right now. Oh, and now that Silk Song is like verified on the way. Also, yes, it's like almost a perfect moment of that emote. Now that Silk Song's on the way, does that mean that I have to play Hollow Knight, guys? Also, going back to you asked if I had played Deltarune, I haven't. I've also never played Undertale. I don't know if that goes without saying that because I have said I've never played Deltarune, but I've also never played Undertale. It has never interested me. The only thing that interests me about Undertale is the fact that everyone is like really likes it. And I'm like, but like why? What about it is so great? I feel like it was a thing better to experience at the time rather than now. I just realized that's like all gravel over there. But yes, I do have to play Silks. Do have to play Hollow Knight now. I checked my progress before the stream. I played 13 hours of Hollow Knight before I half rage quit, half said I don't feel like doing this. I don't know if that's the same thing as a rage quit. It's like I would rather spend my time doing something else. Quit. So I don't. I guess is a real rage quit. I could give it another go, but see, I don't have a controller, guys. I was playing it on keyboard back then. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I heard people say that you should use a controller with that one. But you know, I don't even have the energy to get rid of them today. Just sit there. Just yeah, yeah. There's you know what? I won't say it out loud though. I feel like I'm cursing myself if I joke about it out loud. There it is, guys. Just remove the space though. Con contented drudge. What? What? It sounds like almost like a Pokemon. Drudgegon? Isn't he a Pokemon? For a second, when I heard about Pokemon Coliseum, like, I was like, oh my god, they're remaking Pokemon Coliseum? No way. That's so awesome because I was just about to replay it, and now I can just replay the remake, and it'll probably feel a lot cooler. But no, it's just like they're porting it over, Boo, boo. Whatever. Whatever. What was I thinking? They're not going to give us a new Pokemon Coliseum game. I am excited for the new Pokemon Legends game too, but like not that excited. Not as excited as I would have guessed because I don't think that it really looks that good. Like graphically, which I can't believe I'm saying that. I sound like one of those bros when Sword and Shield was coming out and they were like, "Do you see that tree? That tree looks so bad." It's like, "Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut up. Shut up." But Legends ZA reminds me of like a game that I would see on the Steam marketplace like in early access. Just like the vibe of it. I don't know how to explain that. It might be because of Power World. Like when Power World came out and it looked the way that it did, I was like, wow, this looks amazing, right? But like actually it just looks fine. But like it's the source that it comes from, you know? These guys came out of nowhere and they're like, check out this. And I was like, damn, that's cool. Pokemon's been around for so long and they're like, yeah, here's the latest and greatest Pokemon thing. I'm like, I don't know, guys. It doesn't make me be like, whoa, hot damn. Also, you know what? Maybe I'll say hot damn if you can promise that it'll run at least at a stable 30 FPS. 30 FPS. I saw that the Switch 2, they were saying you're going to have 4K graphics up to 120 FPS. I was like, no fucking way, man. That's a joke. No way. I don't believe it. Unless they were sandbagging the Switch on purpose to come around now and be like, check this out, by the way. 120 FPS. Madness. Also, where the village. They're using the new NVIDIA chips, so it's all DLSS. Those aren't real frames. Those aren't real frames, then. From 480p to 4K. Imagine the quality. Do you mean like that in like a good way? Like imagine how great it's going to be, or imagine how shitty it's going to be because of how I can't tell. I've lost the village. It's just gone. Should we just pack it up? How bad it's going to be? So, oh, so they're taking it from 480 and then using the DLSS, which I don't know what that stands for, but I know that that's where you are generating the fake frames, right? Which even then, I'm just clowning, but that's like probably has its uses in some places, but I just, you know, it kind of boils down to people being like, yeah, but the Switch 2 now can reach this spec, right? And it's kind of like an unspoken thing of, and now it's as good as a PC. You know what I mean? Like, and now we can compete with PCs. And it's like, you can't, though. You still can't. No offense, Switch. Maybe I'm just too PC pilled. You know? But you won't. Because guess what's going to happen in like 5 years after the Switch 2 comes out? More technologies are going to come out, and people are going to be able to upgrade their computers. And you're going to have to buy the Switch 2 OLED 9000, which is again another $400. You know what I mean? Like, okay. I don't know, guys. Now that I have to pay my own bills and everything, things are different. But I still don't advocate going the whole sailing the seven seas route for things. I'm also not going to get on a soapbox and say not to do that. You all are probably adults, so figure it out for yourself where your own morals lie. I'm vaguely starting to remember at least this one little landmark. I'm going to go back to my house and consolidate everything that we own, basically, and probably find a new home. We don't need that portal. I'd like to go back to the village. I made some more Monster Hunter builds, guys, off stream. We'll check them out on Friday when the update comes out. Also, I'm going to snipe that chatter now. Get the fuck out of here. They weren't even on the screen anymore, but whatever. What's fun about building things in Monster Hunter is that I keep realizing, wow, my last build sucked, but this one's better. And it makes me laugh because every time I want to be like, why didn't you guys tell me my build sucked? And then I'm like, wait, but does this one suck? The one I just made? I'm like, no, it can't suck. It's objectively better than the last one. But like, I bet you in 2 weeks I'm gonna be like, wait, this one sucks, guys. This one sucks. Check this build out. Am I still using the sword? I have... Whoa. That looks cool. I have I have like 3 builds, quote unquote, that I swap around. Not for any real reasons other than I've just made a few different ones. So I have my blast hunting horn, which is not that good. Well, that I just used for blasting stuff, but it could be way better now that I know more about Monster Hunter. I have my Mushroom Mancer class, which I just made a new version of, which is when I eat the mushrooms and give everybody a stat boost. But this time I added in the meme armor where you do an emote and it gives everyone an attack boost because that's awesome and really funny. And I feel like such a unique thing deserves to be rewarded, so I wanted to put in my arsenal. So now, on top of eating mushrooms and eating the seeds and everything, we're also gonna do an emote to make people stronger. And then I have my great sword build, where I am using the sword still, and is probably the strongest one that I have. But that's because it's easy to just build a build for the great sword. Actually, every build in Monster Hunter boils down to stack up affinity, stack up your crit as high as you can, and then that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Get it so you have 100% crit rate or as high as you can to that, and then whatever extra stuff you want, like quality of life stuff you want. But with the hunting horn, it's bubble. Just one of the echo bubbles gives you 25% crit, which is crazy. Sometimes, if all the conditions are right, I'm actually over 100% crit. But that's going to be like a rare time that all of those conditions are being met. So, and also I'm not a speed runner. I'm looking for like 80% DPS, 20% comfort. Not 100% DPS. It's kind of weird. I'm still like not sure how I feel about building stuff in Monster Hunter because it feels like on one hand it feels boring, and on the other hand I'm like, yeah, but there's like a lot of stuff to think about. But it's like you use the same main puzzle pieces, I guess, to boost your crit. But then everything else can be a little bit different. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's a good or a bad system, really. Also, it's time to take the bed. And now, we'll try to find our way back to the village, I guess. I did laugh when I realized I was like, wait, so like just a normal, like a normal kind of combo from my sword does like more damage than like the most optimal combo I can think of for my hunting horn. I don't know if that should have been obvious or not, but I was like, that makes me feel really shitty that I could be performing like at optimal performance for my hunting horn, and it's only gonna do like barely as much damage as one person doing a normal combo from their greatsword. That feels so bad. It's like, what do you mean? The skill difference in between those two things is pretty big for such a small difference in numbers. And it's like, well, but the hunting horn is to buff your allies. I'm like, yeah, And I guess that's cool, but I don't feel the strength reward. I don't feel the cool moment from buffing them. If anything, they feel the cool moments because they get to see their numbers being higher than normal. I don't feel anything. Feels bad, man. Is that just the role of support? But I do like using the horn as my buffing weapon for myself. Even on my greatsword thing, I still use the horn, but it's more for myself, which, now that I think about it, is kind of counterintuitive to the horn, but too late. Well, I wonder when we should squeeze in a Hollow Knight stream. I don't know when I'll feel like doing. I feel like it's just an uphill battle for that. I might have just been I might have just not upgraded my person properly though. Because there's like badges and other stuff you can equip. I don't remember why I ended up stopping that. I think I was at some kind of jumping puzzle or something, and I was like, fuck this shit. I couldn't do it. I got mad, and I just never played it again, probably. Classic. But see, back then there was no stakes, no chat. Now it's different. Okay, real question. No, I'm not. I don't. Not even answering that. That's aren't even real words. Okay, no, they are real words, but that's a whole other level of brain rot too. That's just AI generated animals. They're real. Also, we found the village. Yay! Time to live here and be safe. Hey, look. Stuff that I left here from before. Um, I've already started taking over this person's house. We might as well just take over this one. You watched one random short like 3 days ago, now you get like 10 videos. You just gotta go back and delete. Try going back and deleting the watch from that one. Unless you've already watched too many. You're like, it's too late. I've watched every one that they've shown me since. It's in my head. Yeah, you look down, your phone's not even on, and yet you see it. Oh yeah, we need to get a mule. We had that mule back. How do you get a mule, guys? Let's find out. Minecraft mule. Um, oh, you just have to get a saddle. That's right. We gotta fish up a saddle. We got string here, so it means we can make a fishing rod. Nice. I need to go get a little bit of lava, so I can have a little trash can. Uh, I don't remember where it was at, but I know it's close-ish. Let me check something work-related. Uh, I don't know, guy. I don't know, guys. I don't think I can do it for another 3 decades. Uh, Where's the lava pit? We really weren't that far away from the village now that I know the path. Oh, Jesus Christ! Go away, Mr. Enderman. Oh, where was that lava? Oh, where was that lava? Oh, where? Found it. Bloop. Oh, that was close. I rewatched my Pokemon Nuzlocke where I accidentally made Flaps fight 3 times without PP and he used Struggle. He used Struggle 3 times, got his health down to, what was it, like 5? Really low. Got hit with the Vine Whip from Bellsprout, level 3 Bellsprout, took his health down to 3 or 4. Something crazy low. And I was like, holy shit. I was laughing my ass off though. At myself. And I was like, I guess I should clip this then if it's making me laugh. I don't know. I think it's funny. If anything, it'll be a good memory. I'm determined at least to try to clip things for the Pokemon Nuzlocke as we go. I messed up with Avowed, but I also kind of got discouraged because it seemed like just nobody cared about Avowed. It made me sad. Not like here, but I mean like the world did not care about Avowed. It makes me sad. At least it wasn't like Dragon's Dogma, where everybody hated it. Everybody hated it. Now that's not true. Everyone didn't hate Dragon's Dogma either. But they definitely, it wasn't, I just want to point out, okay, that Dragon's Dogma and Monster Hunter made by the same, or released by the same people, right? By Capcom, okay? And at the beginning of Monster Hunter, they came out and they're like, hey, look at all these microtransactions you can do for in-game things. And no one batted an eye. But when Dragon's Dogma did it, oh man, holy shit. Everybody would have hated it if it ran at 30 FPS. It's true. It's, I think, while I will always give that point credit, I just realized that it's also, it deserves credit because if that's the only downside, then that means it's still pretty good. It's just that they didn't fix that nearly fast enough. And I still check the updates. I don't think it's been addressed. Although they do act like they put out like performance fixes. I can't really, I don't know if, how successful they've been, I guess. I was too afraid to put, I was going to put the lava cauldron here, but then I was afraid it was going to maybe spread fire to his wooden house, and then I would feel really bad, so I just decided not to. Huh. I didn't know chests would still work. When chests usually don't work if they have something on top of them, which is really weird that this one is. You know what? I feel like listening to some Animal Crossing music. Didn't they change that? You seen chests stack on top of each other? Oh, that's true. I've had chests stacked on top of each other too, now that I think about it. Maybe it's if they have a block over top of them. Okay, that was just... Alright, there we go. Nice. Yeah, it's if they have a block over them, I guess. Silly Minecraft. It's very nostalgic for me right now. Oh, I just realized we left our wheat field. And we left those chickens in the hole! Oh god. I gotta go rescue them. I'm gonna go rescue them later. Oh no. I want chickens. Man. I was feeling... This is... When I watched them play that Apex VOD that Zero posted, just made me think, I hope that we see some Wamoko gaming again sometime. But what I want isn't important. As long as they're doing what they want to do in their life. I would be happy though, seeing them play some games. And that's all. Okay, the chickens, but then also what else do we need? We need a saddle for the mule. Okay, let's get the saddle first and then go back for the chickens. Let's build a little dock out here for ourselves. Whoops. Oh, it's not the same color. This is like literally every song, like even like the 2 seconds, like little whatever that was. Also, you don't agree with the chart? You mean the gamer energy chart? Kiara is probably the member with the most finished games. I didn't really look at it too closely, but I did laugh that they amended stuff. They're like, based on feedback, this is what we think now. I was like, oh, okay. Well, that would give her some gamer credit, but I think it was more of like the what they were saying, gamer energy, which to me is more like, you know, who's gonna yell the loudest on the Xbox 360 back in the day. It's kind of an award. So, but yeah, she probably, and honestly, I don't know how much research was gone into that chart. You know what I'm saying? It was just for funsies, probably. But yeah, I know, I mean, if she's beaten Fallout, she gets big credit for me. That's all, it doesn't take a lot for me, but Fallout's, Billy, are you stuck in there? There you go. I gotta go cut down one of those trees so that it matches the dock that I've just built. RPG gamer. Yeah, there's like different types of gamers, you know? Like, what if someone only plays Apex? Would you say that they're a gamer? You might say no. But what if I told you that they play it for 10 hours a day and they're like Apex, they're pred rank and they're like, you know, in the top of the leaderboard? It's like, oh, yes. Then suddenly, yes, you know? It's all contextual. Yeah, then you have Aqua, who's an FPS gamer. Yeah, I just realized the other day, I was like, you know, I could just watch some of the old stuff of hers that I never saw before, you know? Because I was listening to one of her songs and missing her the other day because of the song. Even though I say that like I also don't just sometimes randomly miss her without having heard her songs, but okay. I remember a specific few like week when I would wake up and she was always playing Apex. Now that was part of my morning routine. And I even remember one play at the end of whoa. One play at the end of a round. Two other squads left. She was trapped in this like triangle kind of formation. And I was like, there's no way that she's gonna live. And she ended up losing. But oh my gosh, it was just so intense the whole time. You got the Aqua Shion cover and JP. People are saying you could hear an orca in the song. Maybe. I didn't listen to it. That's one that I would be down to dig into more as well. It's really hard. The language barrier can be pretty strong sometimes. Not that we need to have the language barrier to hear an orca, but in terms of getting the true definition and the true meanings of the song. But then at the same time, songs are creative works, and sometimes there isn't a definitive this is what the song means. So that's both freeing and makes me feel like I'll never get it right. You know, it's both like makes me feel like it's okay to be wrong, but then also like I'm never gonna get it right. Okay, I didn't know if you just meant like a sound effect or reference or actually in the song too, but you know, we'll see, I guess, if we can find out more. I also, okay, you know, since we're talking about it, I saw this video pop up on my feed and I was like, I shouldn't click on this. I think this is gonna be bad knowledge to have. Now, it's not anything, it's literally not forbidden knowledge, because that's kind of what it sounds like I was about to say. But it was that someone, holy shit, stop planting the berries, I want to eat them! Somebody, Miosha was talking about all the members that are graduating soon, and someone asked, if someone wanted to return, what do you think, like, do you think that that would be allowed? And she was like, well, and I was like, I shouldn't click this. You saw that? I was like, that's gonna be dangerous knowledge for me to have, like, in my heart, you know? To think that, like, it's gone from a 0% chance to a 0.1% chance. That's a big difference, and you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, she really didn't say anything, like, too surprising, other than, well, if they left on good terms, and they really want that, then who knows, you know? And I was like, that's really like how it is at any job, you know, like, you know, a lot of the people that I work with now left and then came back like years later, you know, half the time because like they reached out, like we would reach out to them and say, hey, we have another opening. We'd love to work with you again. And they're like, yeah, sure. So that's life. Yeah. It's a little different when, you know, in their circumstance, because there's like millions of people watching them, but you know, the only people that would be mad about one of my coworkers coming back would be one of my coworkers. But I guess there was somebody in Nijisanji. I don't know. I've never said their company's name out loud before. That graduated and then came back. But I can't add any more to that discussion other than what I just said. I don't know anything else about it. But I mean, it's kind of like, well, that doesn't mean that someone couldn't be the first either, you know? I'm still kind of waiting on someone to do a different type of graduation announcement instead of one where it's a smiling face and everyone's really sad and it's only 10 minutes long and then that's it. Maybe they have to do it like that. Maybe they feel like that's the professional way to do it. I'd be curious to see what a different take on that would be like. Also, what am I doing? We're just like walking. I'm just walking around and yapping. I'm supposed to be fishing for a set. No, wait. I was cutting down trees. I don't have a single log in my inventory. I picked the wrong game to play today, guys. You know, maybe not though. Playing Pokemon this unfocused would also be dangerous. It has over 100 people? I didn't know that either. The other day, it occurred to me that Hololive itself is almost like a group, even though like you would think like, oh duh, but I mean like a group like I've always think like in the generational terms, Gen 1 and 2 and so on, and Advent and Promise and whatnot. But I was like, but Hololive is kind of one too, because then when you look compare it to the other companies, then it's like, yeah, I don't know. I just kind of realized that the other day. Sometimes I feel like, well, you can't like all of Hololive. I'm like, yeah, but I do. I do. So I'm trying to. Oh yeah. Wait. I want to look on my list. I wanted to see who was at the bottom of the list because I'm like, who do I know the least about? I'm gonna pull up my list right now. We did that 2 months ago? No way. Wait, what happened? Where's some more than others? Yeah, that's just that's just how lists work. It's a fluctuating list. In the outside of the top 10, probably it's like a fluctuating list. I can't find my picture. That feels really bad. I feel like I posted really good pictures of the Regloss live on Twitter. Although I feel like embarrassed saying that. Not because I took pictures, but because I'm saying that they were really good. But the thing being Unreal in Unreal Engine 5 or whatever probably helped a lot too. Except, you know, I got one complaint about that. I feel like it's a real complaint that a lot of my pictures had really bad motion blur on them, which was really different than any other live event I'd ever taken screenshots of, which is basically almost every one that I've seen since I started doing this. So I didn't like that, man. I was like, half of these I can't even use. Is awful. Like, they're literally just blurry blobs. Where's my list at, man? What the fuck? Oh, I found it. All right, the lowest Hololive member on the list is... Lowest active Hololive member is... Nico from Flowglow. I guess that's fair. And then from then it's wow, Nico is like buried amongst Hollow Stars and graduated members, which is no offense to the Hollow Stars, but on my list they're all at the bottom. And she's like one lone in there. And then after that it's Choco, Aki, and Lami. What? I see. I'm already surprised that some of these people are so low, but my there's so many numbers that are tied. You could almost make a top 20 out of my list just from all the people that are tied, and you would cover almost like everybody. All right, sorry. Oh, I shouldn't have did that because I guess he doesn't remember how to get to the village now. Let me just climb this hill. Just gotta find the river. That'll help. This this song is so quiet. Oh, I know what we need. We need Here we go. Bum 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 bum. You know, I really should get a compass since the village is where the spawn is. I'll always know where it's at if I had a compass. I don't remember how to make a compass. The sun's going down. Wait, I have my bed with me. No, I don't. Fuck it. Shit. Oh no. Oh god. It's not looking good again. Why? Why am I like this? Climb! You know what? I hope that the Switch 2 comes out and everybody likes it and it's super great. You know, why should I hope otherwise? It's more just that I believe that otherwise will happen, but I can still hope that it all just magically works out for everyone. And that they don't feel like they wasted $400. $480. Or no, wait, it comes with Mario Kart, right? So, $400. PP hop. I also used to love when people would do PP hop and then PP overheat when the song would go from chill to fast. Okay, I climbed up to the to the top. It's foggy. No. Get back. No. Out, you son of a bitch. Uh-oh. That the That's not the village. We've seen a lot of these little, like, close to the ground lava things spewing into the river. Which is not helping me. But you know what? I guess maybe we found the village river again. Make sure I'm not about to get ganked. You know, I saw, so my Twitter, I don't retweet these things. I don't know why. I should, because just anything that I think makes Twitter really awesome. That I follow this account that will link when people find matching textures to things related in video games. So they might say like, we found the clouds, the stock image of the sky used on the Mario Kart like box art on the cartridge, you know, like the sky that they used, and it's so interesting to me, and I'm like, that's so cool. There it is. That's the same sky. Ah, no! I thought I was safe in the tree. He's right behind me. But they matched the background to Persian's Pokemon card the other day. I was like, cool. Cool. I don't even have my boat. I didn't think it was possible to make less progress than our last Minecraft stream. Never doubt yourself. You never know what you're capable of. This is an example of my streamer level. Imagine if there was like 50 people in here all saying stuff to me. We'd never move. We couldn't do anything. I just have to ignore some of them. The thought of that makes me sad though. I feel safer in the water. I feel like I'm playing the Isle right now. I feel like I'm somewhere familiar. Is that a skeleton? Okay. Next time we make it back to the village, let's just not leave. Let's just not leave. You better not mess with my gang, or you'll be messing with that creeper, and that creeper, and better not forget that creeper. What is that? With the gang. Or you'll be messing with Oopie Goopy. I forget the other ones. Something. And Larry. Mm. Uh, no. Uh-oh. It's okay, the sun's coming up. Get fricked on. Oh no! Oh, it's like one of those pre-built nether portal things. I see. Anything good? A silk touch shovel? There's just lava right there. That's fucked up, game. I almost walked right in that. Still no sign of that village, though. Also, we've never seen this portal before. That's not a good sign. That skeleton is in some water right now. That means he will not be burning to death. I should just make another boat. Am I stupid? I kept thinking, boy, I wish I had my boat. Oh, there's cherry blossoms at the top of that mountain. That sounds very serene, but is also very scary because we've never seen that either. I feel like I should turn around. I don't even know which way's the right way to turn around anymore. Maybe our new life is beginning right now. Actually, wait, how do you build a compass? Oh. Do you have to do it at the table? Oh. Can you not build? I thought you could build your own compass. I'm pretty sure you can. You know, maybe we should just go with the flow. What's wrong with just paddling along? Hmm. I got that weird feeling my cat needs checked on. 1 second. She was fine. I keep hearing a weird bell jingly sound, and I thought that was her playing with the toy or something. Then I was like, maybe it's in the song? Guys, I'm so lost. I hate to say it, but we might have to just kill ourselves again in Minecraft. No, please. I'm dying to bushes. I thought I accidentally just put berries on the bush, and I was like, you can just do that? Turns out that I clicked on the bush right when some more berries spawned. It's just completely accidental. Oh god. The amount I'm healing from these berries is is a net loss after I'm killing myself from stepping on the berries. I'm getting away from the berries. Those poor chickens have been in that hole for a while now. They're never getting rescued at this rate. I'm trying to hang out around this sprucey area, because that's definitely where the village was. Uh-oh. No, this is like a different biome where it's like omega spruce trees. That's why the ground looks like this. No, no, I'm really far away from. Or some lava. Just, just put me in some lava. Whoa, that's a big tree. Oh, I guess that works. Well, so far zero progress has been made. I'm thinking, is today a rare day where I switch games midstream? I can't think of what else to play. I've kind of lost my Minecraft energy after after no gas, then also losing multiple times. Is it? I don't know. Is it? I think it is, but I was thinking about it. I was like, but I don't know what to play. Hmm. Let me look at my list of stream ideas. I mean, uh, I don't know. I don't have anything clever to say about that. Let me look at my list of stream ideas. League of Legends will always be that. I thought about yesterday putting myself in the League of Legends category and saying, all right, here we go. And then just streaming Minecraft instead. And then people that see the notification like, holy shit, he's playing League of Legends. And then, no, womp womp. It's just Minecraft. I didn't do that, though. I decided not to do that. Think how mad, think how you would have really hated April Fool's Day. Hmm. Oh yeah, I still want to do a horror harmonica stream, but my stupid harmonica I bought sucks. Gets reported and banned. No. You know what's messed up about you know how sometimes we end up playing demos on stream and then they catch on elsewhere? I downloaded Schedule 1, the like that drug dealer simulator. I downloaded the demo for that. We just never played it. But I was like, fuck. Ah, that would have been another one. It means absolutely nothing other than just is humorous. But I was like, damn, I chose wrong. I chose. Hmm. Now, I did used to tell myself we should always have some backup games just in case such a situation arose. But if you ask me what's on that list right now, I don't think I have it anymore. why are all of my ideas stupid? Oh well. Hmm. I'd have to re-download Hollow Knight if we wanted to try that. Try that out again. I don't know if I'm ready for that one right now. We got time. Well, why don't we just do some random monster hunting? That sounds fine. Chat room, I will be back to play a little bit of Monster Hunter. Sorry for the lackluster Minecraft stream. I shouldn't have said it like that. Too late. I already said it. Sorry for the short Minecraft stream. But I guarantee that we will be back for our ghast at some point. And I will do it in this world so that way I can get that really satisfying victory after this 2-stream back-to-back beatdown. We will be back with Monster Hunter, and I'll show off my new builds. And I don't know. Figure out what to do in Monster Hunter. And a little bit, me not following my own advice. What was my own advice about what we were supposed to do in Minecraft? Oops, let me go to the outro. Don't say sorry, that's true. You're right. I'm supposed to say thank you all for hanging out during our Scuff Minecraft stream, and I will be right back for Monster Hunter.